Buffalo Bills. Taking on Drake May and the New England Patriots.
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap.
One shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever.
Crack it open, and the city can't keep up. Power in a can, speed in your veins, strength in your every step. When the world goes wild, you own it. Unleash the power. Own your world.
Years of Super Bowls have led us here. More history to be written tonight as we get underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the former Tar Heel, their rookie quarterback from UNC.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. He sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll throw on first down with May. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. Nifty move. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw with May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Look, I played football my whole life, real football. But these Super Bowls, there's something else. You can feel the energy from the tunnel, the lights, the drama, the halftime show, the food, everything is...
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, May with it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To the right side, this is Stevenson. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw, May. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On 4th down, on comes Joey Sly for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Sly able to put this one through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Allen going to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. It's a 3-point game here early. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
Some mornings feel like they're already rushing ahead of you. But a moment can change the pace. Good mornings matter.
On play action, Allen. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Allen has his man. It's Shakir. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 3. To the air, Allen. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses home.
Most important question is not how am I going to pay my mortgage. The most important question is not how much money I have in the bank account. There is one question that matters. It's who is Jesus Christ? The answer, that's it. If you want to distill all, am I right, Steve?
Absolutely.
If you want to distill all the teaching, I could just give you the whole ball game. Write it down and remember it for the rest of your life. Because we'll ask a lot of questions here, right? Well, how do you feel about this? And what do you think? And it's the most important question. Who is Jesus Christ? The answer to that will either give you eternity or damnation. And that is destination. But you only need Jesus, or you believe you need Jesus, if you know you're off the mark. You cannot talk about a Savior if you never talk about sin. And the modern church is afraid to talk about sin. Why? Because I might judge somebody. I might offend somebody. To the modern church, happiness is the goal, judgment is the ultimate sin, and God is just the guess. In a true biblical church like the one you're sitting in, God is the ultimate truth, holiness is the goal, and the greatest sin is blaspheming in the name of God and defiling the name of Jesus Christ. That's how you know you're sitting in a Bible-based church.
Receiver Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Allen off the play fake. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Allen now looks to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Amari Cooper from 4 yards out. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. New England's offense set to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Throwing now, May on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing here is May. This one to Bourne out on the left side. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's May. Hunter Henry brings it in. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. on first down. That one on the money to Bourne downfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Allen. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
Let's kick it! Let's kick it! Ice, ice, baby. Oh, yeah. Ice, ice, baby. All right, stop!
Got the hook. All right, stop. All right, stop. All right, stop.
Listen! Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights, and I'll flow to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Rush a speaker that boom. Killing your brain like a poison poisonous mushroom. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Let me hear you. A little bit louder, a little bit louder. How about over here? Yeah, everybody jump.
I'm telling you, the NFL is the greatest sport on earth. Huge hits, incredible plays, quarterbacks like generals. It's beautiful.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. Able to fight through one tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Welcome to McDonald's. How may I help you?
Can I please get a big...
What I need from you is a chicken Big Mac.
A chicken Big Mac? That's not a Big Mac.
Actually, it is.
It's not
a Big Mac.
Chicken Big Mac?
2 chicken patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, and pickles on a sesame seed bun. Enjoy.
The chicken Big Mac.
It's not a Big Mac.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7. Now Cook running right. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's May. Got a man, it's Kayshon Boutte. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air, May. Gets this complete to Boutte. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st and 10, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. We'll return with more after this break.
Hey, Rogers, look, I'm you. Jake from State Farm. You couldn't find a stand-in who looked anything like me?
Have you seen mine? It's like looking in a mirror, right?
Now that one makes sense.
Look, guys, I don't even have a stand-in.
Of course you do.
Hold on, is that Drake?
That's right. Drake from State Farm.
Like a good neighbor. Like a good neighbor. Hey, stand-ins don't have lines.
Oh, okay.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Pats are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Allen. And that's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here's Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he's got this down to the 35.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Here's 1st down. To throw is Allen. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Throwing, Allen. forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality.